I took a job in a cemetery. A place shrouded in mystery and darkness. The pay was good, and I needed to make ends meet. So I shrugged off the unease that gnawed at the back of my mind. On my first day, an old caretaker handed me a worn piece of paper with a list of rules. Rule 1. Never look back at sunset. The first rule seemed simple enough, as the sun dipped below the horizon. I felt an eerie sense of being watched. I resisted the urge to turn around, my heart racing as shadows danced at the edge of my vision. Rule 2. Do not speak to the shadows one evening. I heard whispers in the wind, beckoning me to join them. Ignoring the rule seemed tempting. But I clenched my jaw and continued my work. The shadows writhed, but I refused to engage. Rule 3. Lock the gate before midnight one night. As the clock struck 12, I rushed to lock the cemetery gate. My fingers fumbled with the key, and a chilling breeze swept through, carrying faint cries. Panic surged as I finally locked the gate, and a cold hand brushed against mine. I jerked away, heart pounding. Rule 4. Extinguish all candles by 3 a.m. The candles I lit on the graves felt like lifelines against the encroaching darkness. But one night, I lost track of time. The moon hung low, casting an eerie glow, and the candles flickered wildly as I scrambled to extinguish them. The graves began to tremble, as if awakening. Rule 5. Never follow the whispers one foggy evening. I heard the whispers again, their voices more distinct now. They spoke of secrets and promises, urging me to follow. My heart raced, but I clung to my sanity, resisting their seductive pull. Rule 6. Beware the gravestone with red roses among the countless gravestones. One stood out an old, withered stone adorned with fresh red roses. The rule warned of its malevolent aura. But curiosity gnawed at me. One moonless night, I approached it, and the ground trembled beneath my feet. A ghastly figure emerged, its eyes blazing with fury. Rule 7. Leave before dawn as nights turned into weeks. The rules weighed heavily on me. One dawn, I lingered too long, battling exhaustion and fear. The sky began to pale, and the shadows grew restless, their whispers turning into anguished screams. I fled the cemetery. Just as the sun's first rays pierced the horizon, days turned into weeks, and the unsettling experiences accumulated. One night, driven by desperation, I broke the final rule. Rule 8. Never venture into the mausoleum. The mausoleum, an ominous structure at the heart of the cemetery, had always beckoned, unable to resist. I entered its dimly lit interior. The air grew heavy, and a mournful wailing echoed through the halls. Panic clawed at my throat as the walls seemed to close in around me. As I stumbled back outside, the caretaker appeared, his eyes filled with sadness and pity. He led me to a hidden corner of the cemetery and revealed a forgotten grave. That's where I lie, he whispered, a victim of the very rules I now enforce. Terror and regret flooded through me as I realized the fate that awaited me. The caretaker's eyes turned hollow, and he vanished into the night. With my heart pounding, I raced to the exit, each step echoing with the tormented wails of those who had broken the rules. I burst through the gate just as the first light of dawn brushed the sky. I never returned to the cemetery. Haunted by the memories of that night, the rules had been warnings, safeguards against the malevolent forces that dwelled within. The experience left me scarred, forever burdened by the knowledge of the darkness that lurks beneath the surface of the world we know.